Welcome everyone to the Side Draft Podcast. Welcome to our Chicagoland edition of Side Draft Fast Picks. We're going to see if we can correctly predict the winners of the weekend. Last week we were close, but no cigar.
Yeah.
So before we make our predictions for Chicagoland, we do want to review how we did last week. So first up, we had the Trucks at Gateway. I picked Stuart Friesen. He had a up and down day, bled a bunch of laps at the beginning of it. Then fell back due to some strategy. Still ended up getting a top 5.
Yeah, and I picked Mike Snyder because he filled in with Johnny Sauter. Had a good run. Almost went for the lead at one time, and through pit strategy, kind of fell back at the very end, and lead finished 10th. So at least I had a shot.
Still good solid day for both of us, but it was Ross Chastain getting the win. You should have saved the Ross Chastain pick to that week.
Yeah, I couldn't pick him again, but he had to redeem himself from the week after. But I'm going to win. It's going to stick because Steve didn't pick me.
Is that the rule now?
Yes.
Well, we had to go watch Side Draft, and if they picked you to win, disqualified.
Yeah.
Can't happen. That's just the rule. You know, they just can't win.
Yeah, just tell Ross don't smash him watermelons in Iowa because it will take away your win.
Yeah. So then moved to Sonoma. I picked Kevin Harvick, who was really off all weekend. Just used some strategy, get up in the top 10, and finishes 6th place. So good, solid finish.
Yeah, he didn't qualify that well, and usually he's very good at Sonoma. The new configurations, I ain't sure if he missed something there or what, but they had a good finish.
Yeah, just to salvage a good finish out of a fairly decent day. It wasn't too terrible, but it just wasn't a race-winning pace car. Yeah. Then as for you, you had Joey Logano, who was a fast car until it wasn't, basically.
He had gremlins.
Yeah, it's some sort of electrical issue, I believe, with Joey Logano.
Yeah, something with the power. I don't know. They just, man, it seemed like he was really fast, and then that happened, and I was like, he never failed.
It's the curse of this show.
Yeah.
It's like whoever we pick, they're either going to be off pace at the beginning of the weekend or something is going to happen. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bill for their battery or whatever went wrong.
So whoever you want to have bad luck, just let me know and I'll pick them.
Incoming Kyle Busch comments from the fans.
I can't pick Kyle Busch every week.
You'll just have to fluctuate with another driver that is very unpopular with the fans.
Yeah.
So if you had Kyle Busch to pick, you're probably thinking about maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Anyways, now it's time to pick the winners for Chicagoland. We're going to see who gets the electrical problems this week. First up, the Truck Series. Who are you going with?
I believe I will go with Brett Moffitt. He was very fast in practice, and he always runs good, so we'll see.
And he's like, dang it, you picked me. Dang it. And then as for me, I'm going with Matt Crafton. Seemed to be fairly fast in practice, and that longer run speed. Not too sure because we don't really get to know too much information about truck practices, but looking at the charts, it looked like he was pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
So Matt Crafton is my pick for this week. And then we go on to the Xfinity Series, which had a little break from them last week. So they got to run in the K&N West race, or some of them did, like Cole Custer and Noah Gragson. So they still had their fun.
Yep. And it was good to see that Noah Gragson kind of won that race. Because they jumped to restart at the end, and which had a fast car. I mean, He jumped to restart early on and raced his way back up to the front. And man, all them restarts at the end just drove me crazy.
Yeah, it reminds you of the way the ARCA races used to be a few years ago, where they had to end under green, and it took a while for that race to get over.
Yeah, so. Passed this guy 5 times. Come on.
So maybe Noah Gragson could use that momentum from that Sonoma race and go on and win Chicagoland.
Yeah.
So who do you think will be in victory lane Saturday evening?
I want to go with Cole Custer. I believe he's always fast week to week, and I believe he'll get it done.
Yeah, then thinking next week he'll have a cold Custer down here.
Yep. If he wins, I'll break out the Cole Custer and celebrate.
Yeah, so still need my cold custard from when I picked him at Pocono, so
yeah.
Still need to do that. Maybe if you win this week,
we'll both have it.
We'll both have it. As for me, I'm going with Christopher Bell. Just seems to be really fast lately. Just had a couple issues at some of the racetracks. Still went on to win Iowa, so I think that momentum continues and he'll win Chicagoland.
We'll see.
We picked basically 2 of the big 3 right now.
Yeah.
They've won basically all the races this season, so we have a 2/3 chance.
Yeah, they probably led most of the laps anyway.
Yeah. And then now watch Tyler Radical win this race and show us up and prove us wrong. That's normally how it goes when we have 3 possible winners, and we pick 2 of those. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be an intense battle. We know we're either going to be right or wrong with Tyler Reddick. So I like those odds, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then now the Cup Series, we're going back to the 550 horsepower. It's kind of nice to have a little break where we're not talking about the package.
Yeah.
I think Sonoma was the only place lately that we haven't heard, well, this package is different here. We might have heard that just a little bit, but not as intense as we normally do. So it's kind of nice to have a break from that.
Yeah.
So now, who do you think will be in victory lane for the Cup Series?
Well, we're going to 1.5 miles. I believe we're going to Stuart Haas with Clint Boyer. I think he might run well here.
That'll be a exciting party after the race.
Yeah.
No matter what racetrack or what it is, Clint Boyer victory is always fun.
Yeah.
It would be cool to see that again. And as for me, I'm going with Brad Keselowski. I think we're going to be breaking out the American flag behind us again.
Possibly. And welcome NBC.
Yeah, it's nice to have NBC back. Really enjoyed their broadcasting last season, and can't wait to see what they'll do this season.
And it's possibly going to break out the slide job this week.
Yes. So
interesting to see what Kyle Larson will do.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he'll be able to exactly do what he did last year, the new package, because I'm not sure if he'll exactly be able to get up to the wall and run that line. It might not be as fast as it was, but if he can pull it off, it'll be pretty exciting.
Yeah. And maybe the Kyle and Kyle take each other out.
Whoever's in third place will have that victory. We saw that at the Roval. I'm pretty sure we can see it at Chicagoland. Yeah. But anyways, let's see how our picks will do. Stay tuned with us throughout the weekend to see how we fared out through our race reviews. Really excited for this race, for all 3 of them, really. Trucks are always nice, and then the battle between the big 3 and the Xfinity Series, that's always interesting to keep up with. And then the Cup Series this year, you just never know what you're going to get other than Gibbs or Penske.
Yeah.
But also, can Stuart Haas or Hendrick win? We'll just have to find out. Stay tuned throughout the weekend.